Good morning, everybody. Alright, today we've got a couple of BCMs on the bench now. Common issues on these. It's a VF Commodore BCM. It's actually out of a conversion. No one can get this programmed apparently. So what we've got is the original one with issues. That's our VIN number there, 2013. And that original one is this dirty BCM here. And we've got a nice new shiny Holden one, brand spanker, ready to get programmed in. Now, first thing we're going to check our processors are all the same. We've got the right part. So we're going to bring the microscope over, switch our light on, and we're going to see if we do have the right part. Now, as you can see, this board is really dirty, so I've got to clean off some of these chips so we can read them. Alright, so what we need to do, we've got two types of memory in this BCM that we need to transfer. We need to transfer the EEPROM memory, which is all our vehicle specific stuff, but because this BCM here has absolutely nothing stored in it, I also need to transfer the flash out of this processor. Now luckily I can read these on the bench, otherwise we would have to solder directly onto some legs here, lift a pin up, because these are encrypted. So I'm going to pin out, we're going to read this thing on the bench, we're hopefully going to read the EEPROM and the flash. I'm going to read the EEPROM individually, compare it, make sure we got a good dump out of it, and then we'll transfer all of this manually over to this original, or sorry, new BCM that's completely virgin. Alright, so this is how we go about verifying data that we read from something, if we have a good comparison. So what I've done is I've taken a second read of this BCM, not the processor, just the EEPROM, which we've got here. So as you can see, that's our VIN number, ends in 743, ends in 743, beautiful. So that data dump is good. If we scroll through, you'll see that there's a lot of different data stored down the bottom as well and up the top. Alright, so this EEPROM dump we've got matches up. This is our original EEPROM. It's got all the processor data, correct VIN number ending 743, etc. And then the flash, which is this one here, that also matches up. Alright, so as we can see, our VIN number's transferred, mileage is transferred, etc. So that's on the new module, and this does communicate. So if I go back, we can read our codes, etc. There we go. So obviously we're going to have fault set because we haven't got the rest of the unit pinned out, but we can read live data, actuate everything, mobilizer data, etc. Everything is alright. So the next thing in this, we're going to get this all boxed back up and sent back to the customer. Because this is a converted vehicle and someone has already tried to program this at the main dealer with dealer software and it didn't work, we are going to sort of get the customer to plug it in and see how it goes. But software wise, everything looks good. All the data we read and extracted from it and programmed into the new one, etc., looks good. So this should be good to start up and run.